Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin, dipped overnight into this support region, and since then it hasn't really moved much, okay? So it's been a day of consolidation across the sector. There have been a few coins that have actually moved higher, like for example Bonk or WIF, Dog WIF Hat. But Bitcoin is still holding above this green dotted trend line we talked about in previous videos. I could see a possible head and shoulders pattern form here, okay? That's definitely a potential. So left shoulder, right, the head, and then the right shoulder, left, head, right, and we could break down then. This is something that I'm watching for, especially as long as we stay below resistance. Do I have to adjust resistance? No, so it's still the same one that we discussed in the previous video. I want to share with you that the pullback is still in 3 waves. So I haven't really seen that healthy 4th wave in the yellow wave count, which would actually indicate that we get another low in wave 5. Only with the 5 wave move down, we have a very clear topping signal. Let me explain that again to you. First of all, I've been highlighting since Friday, I think since we formed that local top here, that we could still watch for one more high in this structure that started on the 6th of September. And bear in mind, this is only the 1 hour chart we're looking at here. For the daily chart, you can watch the previous video, or the first one today. I covered the daily, and tomorrow I will do that again. So this is literally just the 1 hour chart. Not much that will happen here or that happens here will affect the bigger picture. No, not really. So this is all about the micro patterns. A lot of people are interested in the micro. And the idea is that, we had a nice uptrend here from the 6th of September low, but a pretty ugly structure overall, right? So all of this overlapping and choppy structure here has made it obviously very, very fragile and ugly and also difficult to interpret. So when we moved up here, we highlighted, okay, we've got 5 waves up, 3 waves down, and we could be on our way up in, again, 5 waves. And I can already count 5 waves up. So 5, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can definitely say, hey, look, this could be complete, right? It's absolutely possible. So that's why I highlighted to you, maybe the top is in, but as long as we're holding above micro support, let's say the chance for one more high exists. So we now have that test for exactly that scenario, because the price dipped into support, and if we get another high, then the price should really start that rally from here. 5 waves up, 3 waves down, 5 waves up, but it's always a question of interpretation. If we can really identify 5 waves up already, I can tell you we can. The minimum expectations, but it's always a question. Some analysts like to say, okay, the top is in now and I'm watching for a breakdown. Others say, and for me, it depends on the situation, but others say, okay, I've got a support area and I need for a topping signal, I need a signal of a break of support. So all I can do is give you the levels for the market structure, okay, to break. And I can tell you that the risk for a break of support is high. And the risk that a major, let's say not a major top, but a substantial top, a top of sorts has really formed already, that risk is high. The pattern's minimum expectations have been fulfilled. I would still like to see maybe one more push higher. It would be perfect, it would be ideal. But sometimes that doesn't happen. But therefore we are we're watching our signal level, which is 61,800 here. The golden ratio level, 61.8 retracement for such an internal wave 4 pullback. Definitely the key level to watch. Any break below it would indicate, we are likely heading down. And then the main support area that we're tracking on the daily chart will become relevant. Again, I talked about that in the previous video and we'll do that tomorrow again. For now, my main focus is on whether the price is forming a 3-wave pullback or a 5-wave pullback or move down. Why is that so important? Because as long as it's a 3-wave pullback and we're holding above support, while the risk is high, we're going to break support, there is no confirmation that we are heading down lower, okay? 3-wave pullbacks generally leave the door open for higher, and especially as long as we're holding above support, that's possible. To confirm a low is in place, or at least to indicate a low is in place after a 3-wave pullback, well, we would need to see a break above resistance. And resistance is defined between 64,360 and 65,018. So this is the key resistance area here. Micro resistance needs to be broken, and above it, yeah, would indicate we're heading up higher in one more high. But if we rally into resistance and then form another low, then I have a 5-wave move down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that would, even if we hold support, that would be potentially bearish, because any 5-wave move down indicates that we get more downside. After every 5-wave move, in this case to the downside, and I would really like to see that more healthy wave 4, yeah, we should get a 3-wave corrective rally. So this 5-wave move down would then be corrected, in this case to the upside, and then we would normally get another 5-wave move down, and that would be a strong signal, these 5 waves down, that another leg of downside is likely, coming. So that's what I'm watching at the moment for. The main signal therefore will be probably happening in the next rally, when we're testing resistance. As long as we stay below that golden ratio level, there is no sign that a low has formed. And I see that potential head and shoulders pattern on the chart, just showed it to you, so be ready for that. At the moment we are holding support, but there's also not yet any signal for a low in place here, and not a break above resistance. So it could still turn into a 5-wave move down. Important is to understand what it means, which is what I tried to communicate to you. So that's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.